Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we tackle all the weird little mysteries the universe tosses at us. Today's question comes from one of our wonderfully inquisitive viewers, Maya Sideways, who asked something that probably crossed your mind the last time you stared a little too long into someone's very bright, very piercing, baby blue eyes. Thanks for the suggestion, Maya Sideways. You wanted to know, why do some people have blue eyes? And honestly, same. Because if you've ever looked at someone with blue eyes and thought, are those real? Or did they download a graphics pack I don't have? Then today is your day. So buckle up as we dive into the surprising science behind those icy peepers, right here on Explaining Everything. Let's start with a secret that feels illegal to know. Nobody actually has blue eyes. I know, shocker. Somewhere out there, a bunch of blue-eyed folks just paused this video, dramatically clutched their face, and whispered, "Then, what am I?" But fear not, you're still special. Just not in the literal blue pigment dripping from your iris kind of way. The truth is that blue eyes are a trick of light, like nature's version of Photoshop. Your iris isn't painted blue. Instead, the way the iris scatters light makes it look blue. It's the same reason the sky looks blue, except the sky doesn't ask you if you noticed its eye color under different lighting. Inside the iris, there's no blue pigment, no magical blueberry swirl, nothing. Instead, there's a structure that scatters shorter wavelengths of light back at us, and those wavelengths just happen to be the blue ones. So when you look at someone with blue eyes, you're basically seeing light do acrobatics inside their face. And honestly, that makes blue-eyed people even more interesting, because now you can tell them, your eyes are a science experiment, which is a compliment they'll definitely pretend not to love. So the next time you meet someone with blue eyes and they give you that intense, icy stare that feels like they're reading your browser history, just remember, it's an optical illusion. The only pigment they actually have is brown. Yup, deep down, everyone's eyes want to be brown. Some just refuse to commit. Now that we've exposed the whole "your eyes aren't actually blue" conspiracy, let's jump into the genetics that made this illusion possible. And honestly, this part of the story feels like a plot twist from a soap opera. A long time ago, back when humans were wandering around the planet trying to survive weather, wildlife, and the terrifying invention of chores, every human had brown eyes. Brown was the default setting. Then, at some point, a single person, somewhere near the Black Sea region, got a genetic mutation. And not the grow laser eyes kind of mutation, unfortunately. This one simply reduced the amount of melanin the eyes could produce. With less melanin, the iris wasn't absorbing as much light. And with less absorption, the scattering effect suddenly became noticeable. Boom. Blue eyes. Just like that, one person essentially unlocked a cosmetic DLC for humanity. Imagine being the first blue-eyed human. You blink, and suddenly everyone around you is like, "Why do your eyes look like the ocean?" And you're like, "I don't know, Karen. Why do yours look like mud?" That tiny genetic switch spread slowly, passed from generation to generation, until today, where blue eyes are seen everywhere, from Scandinavia to that one kid in your class who always got complimented on picture day. What makes the story even funnier is that this trait doesn't behave in a neat, predictable way. Eye color inheritance is chaos. You can have two brown-eyed parents suddenly raising a blue-eyed baby and immediately start Googling mailman eye color genetics. Don't worry, it's normal. Genetics is wild like that. It's basically nature throwing dice and hoping nobody asks too many follow-up questions. But thanks to that original mutation thousands of years ago, we now have a world where blue eyes exist, fascinate, and occasionally appear on actors who somehow cry beautifully in movies. Now, let's dive into how evolution reacted to the debut of blue eyes. Spoiler alert, it was into it. Quite into it, actually. See, once blue eyes appeared, they stuck around for a very simple reason. People found them attractive. That's it. That's the whole reason. Survival of the prettiest. Of course, there are theories suggesting blue eyes helped people survive in regions with lower sunlight because the reduced melanin made it easier to absorb light. But let's be real. Attraction probably did a lot of the heavy lifting. Some researchers even believe blue eyes helped early humans identify trustworthy partners because lighter eyes made pupil changes more visible. Of course, this is just one theory, but it's hilarious to think blue eyes might have survived not because of sunlight or survival, but because they made it easier to catch someone lying about doing chores. Honestly, that tracks. Regardless, blue eyes became a stable part of human evolution because they were different, and humans love different. Even today, entire movie plotlines involve a mysterious blue-eyed character who may or may not have magic powers, which just shows we've learned nothing. But here's the twist. Blue eyes are slowly becoming less common as global populations mix. And before blue-eyed viewers panic and start polishing their irises, don't worry. The trait isn't disappearing. It's just becoming a rarer combo. Think of it like limited edition genetics. Very prestigious. Very exclusive. In the end, the mystery behind blue eyes isn't magic, mythology, or hidden ocean water. It's light, genetics, mutation, attraction, and a whole lot of human curiosity. And that's what makes them so fascinating. They're a reminder that something as tiny as a change in melanin can create something people have obsessed over for thousands of years. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other binge-able channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.